Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. I'm Brian Hoffman. Clara has the night off. Now, here's what we're working on tonight. A Bay Area homeowner says that strict water rules are cracking her foundation. Why? She says the city is going too far with its new water emergency plan. And a Southside woman cleared in a deadly shooting is sharing her story. We hear exclusively from her. And early morning storms brought heavy rain to the area. We'll show you exactly how much fell. Our Coastal Bend weather watchers share their photos and their totals. KRIS 6 starts now. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. So it was round 2 for the Coastal Bend as early storms rolled through before sunrise, bringing in heavy rain, lightning, and some impressive video from our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group. Take a look.
That lightning was pretty scary, but it sure is nice to hear the sound of rain. Coastal Bend weather watcher Rick Moore sent us this video from Rockport. The thunder and lightning didn't rattle him. He says it was a pretty good show. Now, this is some scary video from Port Aransas. The sideways rain and high wind made it sound like Port A was being clobbered by a hurricane. Weather watcher Adam Williams sent us this video. Out on the island, the rain wasn't coming down in buckets, it was coming down in sheets. Thank you to Coastal Bend weather watcher Ricardo Ramon for this video. You ever notice that not all thunder sounds the same? I would call this bowling alley thunder. This video is courtesy of Southside weather watcher Tammy Fowler Tucker. And that was your classic rolling thunder sound. David Pena sent us this video from the area of Staples and Timbergate.
It's at 10 minutes to 7 a.m. Still a little windy.
Now, daytime showed us this beast of a storm has not lost an inch of its punch. This backyard scene comes from Southside resident Michael Taylor. And if you were up around 4:30 this morning, this is what you would have seen. Nature's fireworks.
And check out these rain gauge photos by our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group. Alex Moser recorded 4.5 inches of rain over the last 2 days. Skipper Krug saw another 2 inches in Flower Bluff. We also have pictures from Lloyd Charles in Rockport. Now, Richard Griffin shared this photo from west of Alice. Elizondo, she did send in this photo from Brentonville. Now, we definitely want to see your weather photos. Your pictures do help us track conditions in your neighborhood. Search the Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group on our Facebook and join today. For more on how much rain fell this morning and how much more we can expect as we head on through the night and into the rest of the week, we got to bring in our chief meteorologist, Stephanie Lauber. How you doing today, Steph? And more importantly, how wet are we going to get tonight?
Well, you know, it's a very interesting pop quiz. When's the last time we were under a flood watch for most of the Coastal Bend?
I'm going to say it's probably been about a year or so, right?
Yeah, it's been about a year. June 2025 was the last time, and that was just for the northern Coastal Bend. If we want to talk about the last time we've seen most of the Coastal Bend under flood watch the way we are now, we got to go back to March of 2025. So it's been some time since we've seen this rain. I know this gives a lot of hope. We are going to have a stormy night tonight, but I think many of us will get more sleep. I need some myself.
Yes.
So let's talk about what's going on right now. Very hazy out there. It doesn't seem that way on our SPID camera, but if you stepped outside at any point today, boy, oh boy, did you miss the heat? It is back with a vengeance. And you know what? That is setting us up for more storms as we head on into the overnight. Let's take a look at the KRIS 6 Neighborhood Weather Network. Came in very handy yesterday with our communications with the National Weather Service to try to pin down some of the winds when these storms are rolling through. Now, I do want to give the disclaimer. If your home weather station, your Tempest home weather station is not 10 meters up, you're not going to get a true read of the wind. You can add about 10 miles sometimes to what we've seen. But yeah, look at this. 40s and 50s for those peak winds when the storm rolled through, a little closer to 25 to 30 as we get closer to Lake Corpus Christi. But one of our friends in Chapman Ranch, Nathan, lost a huge track of his fence when that storm rolled through. And I'm told Chapman Ranch Road there, FM 70, is a little bit of a river right now. So we're expecting more rainfall. The next round of storms already getting going on the other side of the Big Bend of Texas. I'll walk you through what tonight's round of rainfall will bring to your neighborhood coming up.
Thank you so much, Steph. Appreciate it. So on top of the weather, we are following several neighborhood stories for you. Here's what we're working on tonight.
I'm more than willing to conserve, but just don't micromanage me my water when industry is just using so much more.
Melinda De Los Santos has owned her Bay Area home for 25 years, but she says water restrictions are taking a toll on the property's value.
Cracking in my foundation there, my brown spots.
And while she understands why her water usage is being curtailed, she doesn't agree with the city monitoring how she uses her allotment.
If we go into curtailment, my baseline will be 6,000 gallons. But then they're telling me how I need to use that 6,000 gallons.
And as City Council could finalize a Level 1 water emergency plan by June 2nd, Melinda's message to city leaders:
this is my water. I want to use it. If some people want to use it for their pool, let them use it. If I want to use it for my grass, that's where I want to be able to use it.
I'm your Southside neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, where a woman was arrested after a shooting left one man dead. But a grand jury said no crime was committed. Now she's speaking exclusively to Chris 6 News.
It was February on the South Side when Crystal Reyes and her boyfriend Gilbert Garcia showed up unannounced at Veronica Montoya's home with luggage banging on the door and demanding to be let in. Veronica's husband Eric went outside demanding they leave. Ring camera video shows Gilbert had a knife. At that point, Eric pointed a gun and again demanded they leave. After a few minutes, Eric left his gun on the counter, all while Veronica remained on the phone with 911. Gilbert put the knife away, but then took off his shirt and started advancing towards Eric. That's when Veronica shot Gilbert Garcia once. She was arrested that night and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Gilbert Garcia later died. On May 1st, a Nueces County grand jury declined to indict the case, meaning that case will not go to trial.
I reassured them that I would do it again. I will always defend myself, my family.
So a record 45 million Americans are expected to travel for Memorial Day weekend. AAA says nearly 40 million people will hit the road despite that higher gas price. Another 3.5 million travelers will fly. Expect the busiest traffic on Thursday and Friday afternoons. Sunday will be the lightest day on the roads. So here's a quick look at what you're going to pay at the pump today. National average for a gallon of unleaded gas of $4.55. Across the state, drivers are paying $4.03 as an average. Here at home, though, the local average here in Corpus Christi, $4.17.
It's National Safe Boating Week, and with Memorial Day crowds heading to our waterways, local experts share their top 5 tips to keep you safe on the water. I'm Jada Strayer with that story coming up.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
I'm Jada Strayer, and I'm out here at the downtown marina. It's National Safe Boating Week, and with Memorial Day weekend bringing people to our waterways, I spoke with local experts on how you can stay safe on the water.
Generally, what I like to tell people is there are 5 things that you want to do. First of all, take yourself a safe boating class. Second thing is always wear your life jacket. The other one is don't drink and operate a boat. Number 4, if your boat has an engine cutoff switch, use it. And the last but not least, keep a proper lookout.
Captain Rihanna Yocklin tells me that the holiday weekend brings special challenges.
This time of year, we see a huge increase in the traffic on our waterways, and a lot of these boaters are not, they're not experienced. There's some that are very inexperienced, and so you have to be very vigilant of those folks.
She also stresses the importance of watching children closely.
Never take your eye off your child. If you have them on a boat, do not take your eye off of them, because I know how quick kids can be, because things can happen so fast, and we want everybody to have a safe holiday weekend.
Both experts say that taking a boating safety course can save lives and remind everyone to be careful while out on the water this holiday weekend. Reporting from the downtown marina, I'm Jada Strayer, Chris 6 News.
Thanks for that, Jade. Appreciate it. So surviving a trauma is just the beginning of a long journey to recovery. Today, Corpus Christi Medical Center unveiled its new Gallery of Strength. The exhibit features portraits and stories of trauma survivors treated at the hospital. It highlights the long road from the ICU to rehabilitation.
And it's amazing to watch them come back after they've come in with life-threatening illness, and then they've come back restored and back to normal activities and things like that.
Well, the gallery is on display over the Bay Area atrium. The hospital leaders say that they hope the exhibit shows how trauma care restores lives and futures.
I'm Stephanie Molina at H.M. King High School, where a pep rally was held to mark the end of the school year and outline the future for the campus. I'll tell you what it was all about.
And we're tracking another round of storms for the overnight period. Will you get any sleep tonight? I'll try to help you pin that down in your full forecast. That's next. All right. If you're like me, you're trying to struggle and figure out what day it is. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, and here is how the day has shaped up across Corpus Christi. So every day is kind of a blur. We're living in Groundhog's Day, that movie with Bill Murray, where every day is the same, and really every night is the same because we keep getting woken up by storms. There will be another round of storms tonight. They do have the potential to be a bit strong. Hopefully they will be staying below severe criteria. We don't think we'll have anything too sporty tonight. I said that Monday and jinxed it, so I don't want to jinx it, but there is a potential that the storms that are brewing now, way over by the Big Bend of Texas, if they hold on, they could come our way. So we'll talk about it, but here is the setup for all of that. Our atmosphere is very just overall ick when you go outside, and that adds to the equation. So here's what's going on. This morning, the rain actually cooled us down to 68 degrees at the airport. We had some very strong winds, a 69-mile-per-hour wind gust reported there when the line came through. This afternoon, though, we have rebounded 87 for the afternoon high as of the daily climate report. I wouldn't be surprised if that went up a little higher as we go through the evening time frame because it just feels oppressive out there. Heat index easily 10 degrees away from that, and I'll show you those in a moment. But look at how the rainfall continues to help us out. And we have much more of this on the way. 0.94. Just under an inch of rainfall has cut our year-to-date rainfall deficit to just under 3 inches now. We're $2.83 in the red. It doesn't seem like much, and I'll tell you honestly, we may bring this number to a surplus as we go into the beginning of June because we are expecting heavy rainfall. That does not mean that our problems are solved and the water crisis is all done. We still have a lot of homework to do, make no mistake. We'll get a good idea of that tomorrow with the drought update. But all of that aside, soapbox rant over, let's look at the temperatures in your neighborhood and what it's feeling like to your body when you step outside. 82 degrees in Port A, feeling like 87. And the Bluff, NAS Corpus Christi, 83 degrees, feeling like 90 right now. And as we take that trip inland, San Diego, 90 degrees, feeling like 94, 93 in Falfurrias, feeling like 101. And the current temperature at Corpus Christi International Airport, 85 degrees, feels like 92 degrees. So again, revisiting the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, this is where you all play such a big role in the forecasting and monitoring of these storms when they come through. Take a look at the peak wind gusts. And as I mentioned, will these numbers be perfect? No, there are some inaccuracies, hence the differences for neighborhoods that are pretty close together. But it does give us a good idea of how these storms roll through and the impacts in distinct neighborhoods. So for those of you closer to Choke Canyon, that came through like a wrecking ball. Those wind gusts were definitely up around 60 miles per hour, even though our peak wind gusts here showing closer to 45 up to 60 miles per hour. Around Lake Corpus Christi, that was more like 40 to 55 miles per hour in those wind gusts. And even as this was leaving the coast, it was still bringing some pretty strong wind. What has kept this going is not simply this front that's drawn here on the map. Help from upstairs in the atmosphere is giving this an exhaust to just keep going. It's a very efficient race car that is churning up these storms. Today, that's happening closer to the Big Bend of Texas on the windward side, or I should say the lee side of the Sierra Madres. So as those storms cook up, as we head into the overnight, they could be sustained. They could have help from upstairs and keep trucking along. So that's something I'll be watching for tonight. Again, models not really agreeing on this, so I'm not going to waste time showing them to you now. But I don't think we're going to have as much trouble with these storms. It's a longer trek for them. So the concern is more for the inland neighborhoods at this point. But a reminder, We are under a flood watch as we head on into the holiday weekend. We've had coastal flooding at the beaches, so if you're trying to make those holiday weekend plans, know that the weather isn't exactly going to cooperate, but on the plus side, it is definitely going to help us out with the rainfall expected. We are going to make big gains and leaps in both the drought situation and the situation at our reservoirs. Is it going to fix everything? No. It'll be a big step in the right direction, though. So we'll get some more estimates for your neighborhood coming up as we go through the rest of this week, and we could be doing this again as we move on into June. I'll bring you a look at that 7-day forecast in summary ahead.
I'm Stephanie Molina at H.M. King High School, where students, staff, and district leaders came together for a special pep rally to celebrate the end of the school year and introduce a new chapter of Culture of Excellence focused on the future of academics and athletics.
I'm excited to know that every year in Kingsville, we do things that people didn't think we could do being a small town.
Those were the words used to motivate and uplift students during the end of the year pep rally, as the school sent off its seniors and encouraged incoming freshmen and returning students for the year ahead. After a year of athletic changes and academic challenges, district leaders say they want to keep the improvement going.
We know we have to do a lot of work in that area, but we have great things going on at Kingsville, and we have to be able to match the two. And that is the purpose of our work moving forward.
Students who have shown excellence in athletics and academics were highlighted during the pep rally. JB Kasanjan competed in both track and cheer this year. She says balancing athletics and academic was a challenge.
I had to make sure I got all my work done. That way when I got home, I could train and then finish up my work, try and get my 8 hours of sleep. So it was definitely a lot, and there was definitely a lot of discipline that was involved, but got it done. Junior year is finished. I'm so glad.
And she couldn't have done it without support of those around her. The district also introduced its new athletic director and head football coach, Marcus Odell Graham. He says he's ready to build a winning culture.
So we want to set some expectations. You know, we want to win at everything that we do in the classroom as well as on the field, in the gym, whether we're lifting weights. I say spot the ball, line up, put a test in front of me. It doesn't matter. We're there to win.
Students at H.M. King High School ended their last full day on a good note.
But wherever you go, never forget who made you. Kingsville ISD, in the city of Kingsville, Texas. You'll always be a Bramer. Once a Bramer, always a Bramer. Clap it up to you.
Dr. Martinez says although this school year marked change, it also brings excitement for what's to come. At H.M. King High School, I'm Stephanie Molina, KRIS 6 News.
Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate that. So a new resource center in Corpus Christi is hoping to make life just a little bit easier for families facing financial hardships. Today, Esperanza de Tejas cut the ribbon on the new Esperanza Resource Center on Solon Place. The facility serves as a hub for families to get free diapers, food, and hygiene items. Also offers classes for financial literacy and workforce readiness.
We're just here to make sure that we can provide hope and get our families in the coastal blend from a place of surviving to thriving.
You know, the center will also host mental health support groups and youth tutoring. Leaders hope it becomes a collaborative space for other community organizations to connect with families. High school seniors are taking a walk down memory lane. Coming up, we're going to show you the heartwarming tradition happening at a local elementary school.
You're watching KRIS 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back, everyone. So seniors from Veterans Memorial High School took a walk down memory lane today. They participated in the traditional senior walk. Love to see it with their capes and their caps and their gowns, I should say. Look like capes, though. The future graduates walked through the hallways of Myrtles Elementary as students and teachers cheered them on. Many seniors reflected on how far they've come and everything they've overcome to reach their final year of high school.
Just being back here and seeing how the environment has definitely changed around us and how much I've actually changed, and it really brings me back to being as a child again.
And graduation for Veterans Memorial High School is set for Saturday, May 30th, with more senior walk events happening throughout the week. On to sports ball now, guys. Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals is tonight. San Antonio hopes to beat OKC yet again after winning Game 1. The Spurs might get starting point guard De'Aaron Fox back on the court. Now, he is listed as questionable after missing the series opener. And you can catch Game 2 of the Spurs versus Thunder right here on Chris 6. Tip-off for this game starts at 7:30. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we might also have some other action happening outside around the same time, right? Yeah.
Well, you know what? The timing, I think, is the most difficult part about all of this, but I think we might actually get some sleep tonight, y'all. I need it. I'm sure everybody else needs it. Let's talk about rainfall. We're going to get a lot of it, so we're under a flood watch here in the Corpus Christi area and the coastal bend at large. Just means you need to be expecting lots of rainfall. I think this does the trick and gets the idea across. I'm expecting on Friday and Monday the green you see there to be mostly in the early morning. I think Friday and Monday are probably going to be our best days to be outside if you don't mind melting, but at least we're going to have more helpful rainfall in the forecast.
Yeah, it's rain like this that I actually enjoy. Just sitting out there in that warm rain. Oh, it's great. Thank you so much, Steph. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back at 6. See you soon, guys.
Bye.